To part two of our graduation ceremony today. Here in the front we have Timothy Lee of Year 8 MacKillop, who'll be playing Un Sospiro by Liszt as our Year 12s, our graduating class of 2025, are welcomed into the hall. If I could please ask that we end our conversations. Thanks, Timmy. And if we welcome our graduating class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, our graduating class of 2025. Year 12, please take your seats. On behalf of Mr. Wade, I would like to acknowledge first and foremost our official party who are still with us from this morning. Father Peter Strohmeyer, the parish priest of St. Gertrude's Parish, Smithfield, from the Order of St. Paul the First Hermit, who concelebrated our Mass this morning, along with Father Bob Bassini, the parish priest here at Our Lady of the Rosary, who celebrated our Mass. Our brothers, Brother Nicholas Harsis, our province leader, Brother Thomas Rice, and Brother Jared Bulfin from the Fairfield community, you are most welcome. I also like to welcome Mr. David Saliba, MP, our state member for Fairfield and old boy of the college. I'd like to welcome from Sydney Catholic Schools, Mr. Kevin Agzarian, who's the Supervisor, Management, Accounting, who's with us today to confer our recipient for our Catholic Education Foundation Award. With great pleasure, I welcome Dr. John Gallotta, who's the New South Wales Chair of the Order of Australia Association. From our clubs, Mr. Joe Ferrugia and Mr. Lindsay Sharp, Directors at Cabrevale Resort. And our principals who send their regard from our feeder schools. Today, as a Patrician community, we gather to celebrate our graduating Year 12 students. Earlier this morning, we came together at Mass to give thanks for the gift of their schooling and to entrust their future to God. This assembly continues that celebration as we acknowledge their achievements, their contributions, and the fine young men of faith and character that they have become. A very warm welcome to our parents, families, and loved ones. Your sacrifices and encouragement and love have carried your sons to this moment. Today we share your joy and your pride. For 6 years, we have watched these students grow, not only in their learning, but in their character and faith. Parents, it might feel like only yesterday you held them as little boys, and now we see young men before you, most taller than you, carrying the values of our Patrician tradition: faith, respect, integrity, welcome, and service. Their journey has been marked by challenge and resilience, by hard work and success, each step shaping them into the young men we honour today. Graduation is not only an ending, but a sending forth, a dismissal. These men are now called to carry Christ's light into their homes and workspaces, apprenticeships, universities, and communities. Our prayer for them is that they each continue to walk in the Patrician way, serving with compassion, leading with integrity, and welcoming others with an open heart. To begin, I would like to invite Sol Tuiletufunga to lead us in an acknowledgement of country, and our Vice Captain for Mission, Nicholas Esposito, to lead us in prayer, our breastplate prayer.
Hello everyone, my name is Sol Tuiletufunga, and I'm a proud Rajian Railway man. As one of the 5 First Nations boys in the class of 2025, it's a great honour to stand here in my final year and deliver this acknowledgement of country. We pause to recognise the importance of the country in which we gather, where learning and ceremony have taken place for many thousands of years. As Indigenous and non-Indigenous people together, let us acknowledge the living culture of the Gadigal tribe of the Dayak Nation, the traditional custodians of this land. We pay our respects to their elders and all elders, past, present, and emerging, and acknowledge the ongoing role in the life of this region. We also acknowledge the work of Patrician brothers to pledge together in Patrician tradition towards a truly reconciled nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to please stand for our opening prayer. Penned by St. Patrick, the breastplate prayer encapsulates the essence of courage, faith, and protection. We pray this prayer every morning. While our graduates may not pause in their house groups to pray this prayer anymore, we hope that they will continue to espouse this prayer and see Christ in all people. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Christ be with me, Christ before me, Christ behind me, Christ in me, Christ beneath me, Christ above me, Christ on my right hand, Christ on my left, Christ where I lie, Christ where I sit, Christ where I arise, Christ in the heart of every man who thinks of me, Christ in the mouth of everyone who speaks to me, Christ in every eye that sees me, Christ in every ear that hears me. Salvation is of the Lord, salvation is of Christ. May your salvation, O Lord, be ever with us. Amen. St. Patrick, St. Mary of the Cross Maquillate, In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Please be seated. On behalf of Mr. Wade, I'd also like to welcome Miss Di Lee, who's just joined us, our federal member for Fowler. You are most welcome. In our prayer, we heard that Christ is before us, and as I stand, I look to these boys and the Christ who lives in them. Today is not about one individual student, but about the many and the collective. And for this reason, I'd like to ask our families, our mums and dads, to please to respect the reverence of this ceremony, to keep applause as directed by those who are emceeing or our teachers, to please avoid whistling and calling out, and definitely please avoid approaching the boys as they come to collect their portfolios. I would kindly ask your cooperation in this so that we can have a wonderful ceremony today celebrating each of our boys. It is my absolute privilege to welcome Mr. William Ballamon, our outgoing school captain, to give his final address to the Year 12 cohort. Throughout his time at Patrician Brothers College, Fairfield, William has exemplified what it means to be an outstanding student. His exceptional leadership, coupled with humble and down-to-earth nature, has made him both respected and admired by his peers and teachers alike. He is the type of person who brings out the best in all. Thank you, William.
Good morning to Mr. Wade, Mr. Nadira, distinguished guests, staff, students, our beloved families, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. It's only fitting that I begin with a heartfelt thank you on behalf of Year 12 to our teachers and the staff of Patrician Brothers College, Fairfield. Firstly, to Mr. Wade and to Mr. Nadira. You have been the backbone of the college for so many years, and your continuous support has left a lasting influence on every cohort that has been a part of this college, especially on our own journey. Your leadership, dedication, and vision have created an environment where we could learn, grow, and thrive. I would also like to extend a special thank you to Ms. Abood, our year coordinator, and Mr. Lowry, our assistant year coordinator. You have not only challenged and guided us, but also instilled in us discipline and resilience, lessons that extend far beyond the classroom. You have shown us what it truly means to commit to something greater than ourselves. Your constant care and support, particularly during this crucial period of our trial and HSC exams, have been fundamental to our success. Please know that your dedication has never gone unnoticed. To my parents, and all the wonderful parents and families who are with us on this momentous occasion, thank you for the countless sacrifices you've made for us. The early mornings, the encouragement when exams were around the corner, and the quiet support when things felt overwhelming. This milestone belongs to you as much as it does to us. And to my fellow peers, thank you. Thank you for the laughter that lifted the heavy days, for the unforgettable moments that we'll be retelling for the years to come, and for being the brothers who turn challenges into victories simply by standing together. You've made this journey not only extraordinary, but one I will carry proudly in my heart for the rest of my life. It is quite surreal to be standing here today. In many ways, it feels like just yesterday, we walked into this school for the first time, nervous and wide-eyed, pretending to know where our classrooms were. Back then, our biggest challenges were figuring out how to tie our ties properly, survive a day without losing our laptops, and of course, pretending that we understood what the teacher was talking about. Fast forward to now, and yes, most of us are still pretending to understand what the teacher is saying. But somehow along the way, we've grown into who we are today, the graduating class of 2025. Today is not simply about a closing chapter. It is about celebrating the journey we've shared, the memories we built, and the road that lies ahead. As a year group, we have accomplished so much together, from raising thousands of dollars for the Delaney Foundation, to sharing moments of genuine connection at our Year 11 retreat. Together, we have created memories that will last a lifetime. Yet, I believe our greatest achievement is not found in statistics or trophies, but in the way we have stood by one another and endured challenges together. We have shown that resilience isn't just a meaningless word. It's been in the late nights before exams when we've pushed each other and lifted each other up, in the moments when setbacks threatened to define us but didn't. And our growth has not come in a neat, predictable way, but in surprises, in the friendships we'd never expected, and the lessons that came disguised as failures, and the courage we discovered only when we had no choice but to use it. That's what made these past 6 years so special. What we leave behind is not simply written in yearbooks or remembered in photos. Our true legacy is in the spirit that we pass on, a spirit of brotherhood, perseverance, and faith. We've shown the younger years that what matters most isn't just achievement, but how we carry ourselves, how we support one another, and how we live out our values. Values that will be the foundation of our lives, if we allow them to be. And one day when we look back, we will see that Patrician Brothers is more than a school. It is the quality of the Patrician man that has defined us. Now, we stand on the edge of what comes next. Ahead of us lies what Jesus spoke of in Matthew's Gospel. Enter through the narrow gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow is the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. The road ahead will not always be fair. It will not always be easy. There will be setbacks, disappointments, and times when we feel tested. But the narrow path, though challenging, will lead us to our true purpose. We know this truth already. For years we have navigated obstacles, supported each other through hardships, and celebrated when we overcame them. That is why we are ready for the path that awaits. And while each of us take a different road, whether it be further study, work, travel, or something completely unexpected, we will never walk alone. We carry with us the lessons we have learned, the friendships we built, and most importantly, the Holy Spirit that gives us life. Paul tells us in his letter to the Romans that the same Spirit who raised Jesus from the dead dwells within us. So when the deadlines pile up at university, when the first day of a job feels overwhelming, or when the uncertainty of life makes us hesitate, we can be sure that the same Spirit will always be there to guide our minds and our hearts. Mr. Wade has told us on several occasions that character is who you are when no one is watching. This is something I want each and every one of you to remember as you exit those college gates. After today, we step in a world where our choices, our actions, and our values will shape not only who we become, but also the impact that we leave on others. No longer will we be guided by bells, timetables, or uniforms. Instead, we will be guided by the character we have built here, by the lessons our teachers and families have instilled in us, and by the values of faith, brotherhood, and perseverance that Patrician Brothers has taught us to carry into every aspect of our lives. So, as we celebrate together in this moment, let us remember, our journey will not be defined by how easy the road is, but by the strength, the courage, and the faith with which we walk it. It has been a true honor and a privilege to serve as your college captain for 2025, and I cannot wait to see all the wonderful things we will accomplish as men of faith empowered by Christ. Congratulations to the class of 2025. May God bless you all, and Maria Duce.
Thank you, William. I would now like to invite Mrs. Alyssa Robson, our College Director of Curriculum, to announce the recipients of our First Place Awards. Those boys can get ready. These awards will be presented by our college principal, Mr. Peter Wade. And if I could kindly ask Brother Nicholas Harsis to also assist Mr. Wade here on the stage. I'm sure Brother Nicholas got a few first places in his days too. To achieve a first place is no small accomplishment, no matter the subject. It reflects not only natural abilities, but wise choices made from Year 10. careful planning and study habits, and I look towards our Year 11s in the loft. And above all, a consistent effort. Today we honour these students whose commitment to their learning has set them apart.
Congratulations, gentlemen, for all your hard work that has led to receiving these awards today. We look forward to your final results in December. Firstly, we congratulate Andrew Lee, first in Industrial Technology Timber. Brian Pham, first in Mathematics Advanced. Chris Ayub, first in Biology. Edison Doe, first in Modern History. Stavros Sakat, first in Investigating Science and Legal Studies. Ethan Shembry, first in PDHPE. Ethaniel Bakabis, first in Studies in Catholic Thought 2 Unit and Mathematics Standard 2. Gian Ewan, first in Engineering Studies. Hunter Manua, first in Sports, Lifestyle and Recreation. Jack Dawes, first in Chemistry. Jacob El Rasi, first in English Standard and Geography. John Paul El Basha, first in English Studies. Kurlos Warder, first in English Studies ATAR course. Kevin Ewan, first in English Extension 1. Cody Swee, first in Studies in Catholic Thought. Liam Ewan, first in Work Studies. Mariano Zoro, first in Studies of Religion 1, Mathematics Extension 2, Mathematics Extension 1 and Physics. Morel Al-Najjar, first in Ancient History and Italian Beginners. Miles Molo, first in Studies in Catholic Thought 1 and Hospitality. Nathan Gerald Malados, first in Studies Religion 2. Nicholas Polaratov, first in Visual Arts. Ryan Lai, first in English Advanced, Business Studies and Economics. Sebastian Serafin, first in Music. Shadi Daniel, first in Construction. Tyler Luong, first in Numeracy. Vincent Tran, first in IDT. Walfi Abdulwahid, first in Mathematics Standard 1 and Visual Design. And finally, Wassem Azo, first in Business Services. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you, gentlemen. If you could please take your seats. It is now my privilege to announce the Blue Ribbon Awards recipients for 2025, our college's most prestigious awards. These awards truly reflect our dual moral purpose of being a Catholic school, recognising excellence and a love of learning and a commitment to our core gospel values. I would ask that deserving recipients make their way to the stage when they are called. I also like to take the occasion to acknowledge our Gold Award recipients from this year group. Ethan Shembry received the Gold Award in 2022, who volunteered at Fairfield Road Veterinary Hospital. William Ballamon in 2024 for volunteering at St. Mark's Coptic Catholic Church and Our Lady of the Rosary. and Tu Tran, who received the award last year for his volunteering at Sacred Heart Parish, Cabramatta. For the first of our awards, I would like to invite Mr. Kevin Agzarian from Sydney Catholic Schools to assist Mr. Wade in distributing. Our first award is Fairfield City Council Community Spirit Award. The Council has a long history of recognising and celebrating people who serve the community with pride. The Mayor's Community Spirit Award, on behalf of Mr. Frank Carboni, is conferred to a student who has made contributions to the local community and is outstanding in their display of kindness and service. Our recipient is a beautiful young man, always willing to help, and is almost a daily presence serving at our breakfast club. He is a valued member of our college media team and a very worthy recipient of this award. The Mayor's Community Spirit Award recipient is Marcus Lee. Marcus will also receive a $300 cash prize on behalf of Mr. Carboni. The Oratory Award. The Oratory Award recognises an outstanding all-round orator who is active in supporting our public speaking and debating co-curricular activities. Although he joined debating only recently, our recipient quickly demonstrated exceptional planning, critical thinking and oratory skills. A silent leader, he sets the right example for those around him by acting with decorum and integrity. It has been inspiring to see this young man grow in confidence, maturity and eloquence, and he's to be commended for his ability to engage thoughtfully with complex themes and world issues. The Oratory Award recipient is Aram Alkastoma. The Sportsman of the Year Award recognises the sporting achievements of a Year 12 student who has excelled as a member of the college representative sporting program. He is a proud Wiradjuri and Wallowan Indigenous man who has been held in the highest regard among his peer group and college staff. The recipient has involved himself in many sporting opportunities as he could. He is a quiet and unassuming man who strives to provide the highest possible performance in all aspects of his sporting endeavours. Our Sports Boy Award recipient is Sol Tuilutifuga. Sol has performed across the following sports in Year 11 and 12. I needed some time to read these out as you come up. A member of our College A Grade A basketball team, a member of our Senior A Rugby Sevens team, joint captain of our College A Grade Rugby League team, joint captain of the college's Peter Mulholland Rugby League team, selected into the SES Rugby Open Rugby League team, and selected into the New South Wales CCC Under-18s Rugby Union team. Can we please congratulate Sol? I'd like to thank Mr. Agzarian at this point, and if I could please invite Ms. Dai Lee, our Federal Member for Fowler, to assist in presenting the following awards. Firstly, the Ron Borg Award. The Ron Borg Award honours a student who has demonstrated outstanding achievement in the area of technology and applied sciences. It is named in honour of Ron Borg, a dedicated teacher who held various leadership positions across the college. This year's recipient has excelled in industrial technology timber and produced an exceptional major workpiece, voted the best by staff at our recent showcase. A talented saxophonist, the house captain of Gilroy, and a proud Patrician graduate, he embodies leadership, creativity, and dedication. The recipient of our Ron Borg Award is Jack Dawes. Jack has aspirations to pursue a Bachelor of Engineering honours in Chemical Product Engineering at UNSW, for which he received an early offer, and he stands as a fine example of energy and drive. The St. Mary of the Cross MacKillop Award recognises a student who has shown great courage in overcoming obstacles and who strives to achieve his personal best across all areas of college life. This year's recipient is recognised for the outstanding personal academic growth this person has shown over the last 2 years. Ranking second in both Studies of Religion 2 and Business Studies, a senior prefect and a strong advocate of his peers, he is known for his dedication to his study, often among the last to leave the library on most afternoons. The recipient of the St. Mary of the Cross Award is Leiden Shibo. The Bishop Delaney Award, who Daniel's place is named after, is bestowed upon a student who, through their words and deeds, has consistently provided exceptional support to his peers within his student body. Nominated by Year 12 graduates, the award honours a young man who embodies kindness, hospitality, and inclusivity in all his interactions. A committed sportsman in basketball and OzTag, the house captain for Terry, who has served his college community with dedication and spirit. The recipient of our Bishop Daniel Delaney Award is Noah Boomerang. And I thank Ms. Dai Lee for assisting presenting these awards. Thank you, Di. If I could kindly ask Mr. David Saliba to assist in presenting the next awards. The first of which is our Brother Angus Award, who I was darting for, who was with us this morning. The Brothers Angus Award is presented to a student who has embodied determination and selflessness and the courage that Brother Angus modelled both as a teacher of chemistry and as the principal of this college. This year's recipient is a humble and kind young man who serves his community with generosity, regularly helping at the Breakfast Club, the leader of our Freeman House, an outstanding all-rounder. He has achieved placements in English Advanced, Biology and Modern History. He's worked hard in his extension mathematics courses and excelled at representing the college in volleyball. The recipient of our Brother Angus Award is James Keem Newen. Who I hear has a great Studies of Religion teacher. The Patrician Service Award is awarded to a Year 12 student who is an all-rounder and an exceptionally reliable member of our year group. His name will be recorded on the honour board at the back of the hall. The college vice captain for community has a remarkable ability to bring people together and is always positive, polite and level-headed. He has contributed widely to college life, excelling in sport as a part of our soccer, basketball, football and OzTag teams, and achieving academic success. With an early offer at UNSW to study exercise science, physiotherapy and exercise physiology, he embodies the presence of the Patrician charism, serving his peers and the college alike. Ladies and gentlemen, William Russell. I'd like to thank Mr. Saliba for assisting with these awards. If I could kindly invite Dr. John Golotta to please assist in these following awards. Our Social Justice and Excellence Award. This award is granted to a student who is a model representative of our faith and serves actively in the parish and wider community. This year's recipient is a dedicated and humble servant of Christ, supporting the parish of St. Patrick's, Guildford, assisting with mass ministries and volunteering at Our Lady of the Rosary, Fairfield. A long-standing member of our college mission team, an active participant in youth ministry activities, he has exemplified integrity, faith and leadership, encouraging others to embrace their spiritual journey with humility and courage. He receives a $50 gift voucher from the Catholic Education Foundation, which proudly supports 50,000 students across our network of schools in the last 12 years. The recipient of this award is Charbel Heckney. Not only are they taller than you, but they're taller than the principal. Thank you, Year 11. The Ampol All-Rounder Award recognises a graduate who has made an exceptional contribution in and out of the classroom, across leadership, service, sport, art and culture. This year's recipient has been an outstanding prefect, respected by staff and students alike for his positive attitude and commitment to learning, a talented saxophonist and a member of our college concert band. He has represented the college in table tennis and excelled academically as an outstanding geographer. With an early offer to study a Bachelor of Engineering and Engineering Science, he exemplifies the spirit of an all-rounder. Can we please congratulate Brian Pham? Our two ADF awards. The Longtown Award for Leadership and Teamwork recognises a student who leads by example, reflecting the qualities of the Australian Defence Force. This year's recipient is a young man of integrity, kindness and quiet strength. The house captain of Polding, the captain of our basketball team, who has consistently demonstrated teamwork, leadership, respect and reliability. Courteous in all his interactions, courageous in standing up for what is right, he embodies the spirit of mateship and the values of leadership and service. The recipient of our Longtown Award is Thomas Zamet. The ADF Future Innovators Award recognises a student who has demonstrated innovation and expertise in science, engineering and mathematics. This year's recipient is a quiet achiever who consistently aims for his personal best. He has shown great success in his senior studies. With strong rankings in physics and engineering, he is commended for his dedication, perseverance and leadership in STEM. The Future Innovators Award is Noah Nguyen. On your behalf, if I can please thank Dr. Golotta for joining us and assisting in these awards. For our last round of awards, can I kindly invite Father Peter Strohmeyer to assist Mr. Wade in distributing. Our next award has already been announced to the community. A member of your parish, Father, our Archbishop's Award recipient is Nicholas Esposito. Nicholas has exemplified Catholic discipleship through his dedicated service to his parish and school. At St. Gertrude's Parish, he has given countless hours altar serving and a mentor to younger altar servers, while also supporting the parish life through the Piety Store and major celebrations. At Patrician Brothers, Nicholas has been our faith leader and vice captain for mission, guiding processions, serving at Mass, witnessing to the centrality of the Eucharist. His service extends to the wider community through Vinnie's Night Patrol, Archdiocesan initiatives, retreats and World Youth Day, and our Good Thief at our Stations of the Cross liturgy. Nicholas has worked closely with the Patrician Brothers to keep their charism alive among younger generations. Congratulations, Nicholas. The Principal's Award, conferred by Mr. Wade, recognises a Year 12 student who has promoted the mission and vision of the college, exemplifying the Patrician way. This year's recipient is a dedicated leader, serving as the Dixon House captain, contributing to Leadership Network Days, representing the college in Senior A soccer. He has excelled academically, achieving outstanding results in English and geography. Through his commitment, loyalty, and positive example, he has inspired his peers by upholding the ideals of Patrician Brothers College. Can we please congratulate Jacob Elrassi. Jacob has received an early offer at UNSW to study a Bachelor of Commerce, demonstrating both academic and personal excellence. Congratulations, Jacob. Last but not least, our academic aggregates. Each year, the college recognises the outstanding academic success of our outgoing Year 12 students by awarding the young men who have demonstrated commitment to their studies across a range of subjects. These students have shown aptitude in their studies, have worked hard in responding to the guidance of their teachers with openness and determination. These students are commended for their scholastic achievements today, with their names will be etched on our honour boards to the left of the hall. Our aggregates are determined based on a holistic view of their ranks across all subjects, including English. And for the first time in many years, we have 2 first-place aggregates. Our 2025 aggregates are: our third aggregate is Edison Doe. Our second aggregate is Chris Ayub. And our equal first-place aggregates are Jacob Elrassi and Ryan Lai. Thank you, Father Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, House will be presented by Mr. Canano. Along with their portfolios, the boys will also be receiving a gift from the college, a Celtic cross, a breastplate prayer, a St. Patrick's prayer card, and a crested cookie courtesy of Mrs. Huxtable, who I'd like to thank on behalf of Mr. Wade. I'll now invite Mr. Algieri and Mr. Todorovsky to please present our Dixon House.
It is our pleasure to commend and present the Dixon House. Marel Al-Najjar. Xavier Atkins, member of the C Grade Rugby League squad. Chris Ayub, second in visual arts. Christopher Borg. Justin Dadivas, third in chemistry and member of the volleyball team. John Paul Al-Bashar. Jacob Arasi, second economics and engineering studies, football senior A team member and Dixon House captain. Christian Elanoski. Daniel Franco, second in visual design. Jenka Goodham. Charles Guerrero, 100% attendance this year. Jonathan Ibrahim, second in ancient history and third in business studies and economics. Andrew Lee, second in English Standard. Brandon Lee. Brian Lee.
Ryan Lai. Yanni Mati. Yusuf Mati. Sarjon Miro. Nicholas Morkash represented the college in debating and public speaking. Kevin Nguyen, cross-country team member. Jaden Nguyen, third in legal studies and member of the college media team. Antonio Portalesi, second in PDHPE and a member of the senior A football team. Billy Russell, college vice captain community, second in geography, recognized as most improved senior A football and member of the basketball A, football senior A and OzTag senior A teams. Estavros Sakat, first in legal studies and first in investigating science, 100% attendance this year and college prefect. Vincent Tran. Tyson Vu. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please congratulate the Dixon House?
It is my pleasure to commend and present the Freeman House. Wolfi Abdul Ahad. Lachlan Arnold, member of the volleyball team, recognised as the most improved senior volleyball A team. Vince Boone, second in PDHPE. Sam Dakil, second in Mathematics Extension 1 and 2. Tony Chai. Luca Dawood, third in Ancient History, member of the OzTag team, Senior A. Nicholas Esposito, College Vice Captain, Mission and Identity, third Investigative Science and Italian Beginners. Nelson Fasavalu, third in Visual Arts and member of the volleyball squad. Glassy is unfortunately not able to be here as he is representing Australia in the under-18s rugby union team. Glassy also receives a College Blue Award in recognition of outstanding sporting achievement at state and national level. Glassy is recognised in the sporting of rugby union, playing for the SCS, representing the city, the Waratahs, and now the under-18s Australian team. Glassy also played rugby league for the Peter Mulholland and A-grade rugby league squads and named the most outstanding rugby league player. David Chamis. Tristan Lee, 100% attendance this year. Aaron Lim, 100% attendance this year. Habib Musaki. Julius Muliaga, member of the basketball A team, OzTag Senior A teams. Christian Nahas. Andy No, third Industrial Technology Timber, member of the cross country and volleyball teams. James Kim Nguyen, third in English Advanced, Biology and Modern History, volleyball team member and most outstanding senior volleyball player, 100% attendance and Freeman House captain. Alex Tam Nguyen. Paul Angelo Sanders, chess and table tennis team member. Jarrell Tutuila, member of the Peter Mulholland and A-grade rugby league squads. Jamin Williams, third in Studies in Catholic Thought 1, volleyball team member and most outstanding senior volleyball A team. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please congratulate the Freeman House.
Thank you, Freeman House. On behalf of Mr. Wade, I'd also like to thank our mothers, fathers and family here who are kindly respecting our wishes to leave our clapping and applause to the end. I would like to thank you for doing the right thing and challenge those who are not. Today is about celebrating the collective achievement of this year group. And without further ado, as an interlude, I'd like to invite maybe in the future, Charbel Heshmi playing Kamado Tanjiro no Uta by Goshina from the movie Demon Slayer on piano. Well done, Charbel, and I'd like to thank all our music team for assisting in coaching, and our choir and our setting up this morning, Mr. Buttigieg, Mr. Barkey and Miss Deek. I would now like to invite our Year 12 students from our Gilroy and McKillop House to receive their portfolios. I would invite Miss Baer to present our Gilroy House and Mr. Lowry to present our McKillop House. Once again, these portfolios will be conferred by Mr. Wade and assisted by Miss Aboud.
It is my pleasure to commend and present the Gilroy House. Fadi Abdulwahid. Gabriel Ali, third in construction. William Ballamone, 2025 college captain. Jarom Collins, Peter Mulholland and A-grade rugby league squads and most improved Peter Mulholland Cup. Jack Dawes, second in industrial technology timber and mathematics standard 2, Gilroy house captain and college concert band. James Doe, third in English standard. Ethan El-Khatrib. Jonah Fusi, B-grade rugby league and OzTag senior A squads. Zachariah Galeb, member of the C-grade rugby league squad. George Hanna, second in mathematics standard 1. Luka Katovich, second in IDT, third in physics and 100% attendance this year. Philip Lee. Cyrus Joshua Metcalf, SCS basketball, senior B. Anthony Nasser. Gia Nguyen, second in hospitality. Quinn Nguyen, volleyball team member. Josiah Papa, Peter Mulholland and A-grade rugby league squads and most outstanding player, Peter Mulholland Cup. Josiah also receives a College Blue Award in recognition of outstanding sporting achievement at a state or national level. Josiah has represented SCS, New South Wales CCC under 18 and New South Wales under 16 in rugby league across his senior years. Brian Pham, third in Studies of Religion 1 and Geography, member of the college concert band and table tennis team, college prefect. Anel Kakos. Hayden Rose, third in visual design. Veron Sacco. Levi Stewart, B-grade rugby league and OzTag senior A squad. Bill Trung. Orlando Tulamau, B-grade rugby league squad. Kaylin Vu. Curlos Water. Andrew Zero. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please congratulate the Gilroy House?
It is my pleasure to commend and present the McKillop House. Maxwell Afwalo, member of the Peter Mulholland team, A-grade rugby league and basketball A team. Michael Aslewa. Stavro Chimacha, Football Senior A team. Thomas Dang, second in Investigating Science, 100% attendance this year. Timothy Dang. Shadi Daniel. Edison Doe, second in Studies of Religion 1 and English Advanced, McKillop House Captain, and 100% attendance this year. Darren Trung Duong. Christian Jamail, Debating and Public Speaking Representative. Nathan Gerlamatos, second in Legal Studies, College Prefect. Zaid Mark Haddad, Football Senior A squad member. Charbel Heshmi, third in Music, College Prefect. Tyler Luong, Volleyball team member. Cassius Manu. Hunter Manua, third in Work Studies, member of the Peter Mulholland A-grade rugby league teams and senior OzTag teams. Hwang Nguyen, member of the concert band. Nam Nguyen, third in Studies of Religion 2 unit. Dante Puccelli. Aus Kakel. Luke Taberti, third in Sport Lifestyle Recreation 2, member of the Peter Mulholland and A-grade Rugby League. Luke also receives a College Blue Ribbon Award in recognition of outstanding sporting achievement at a state or national level. Luke is recognised for his representation in touch football and OzTag. In touch, he represented Sydney Catholic Schools and the New South Wales CCC. He then topped this off with selection into the Australian under-18 team, also being named as team captain. In OzTag, he went on to gain selection into the Australian Emus under-18 touch team. Luke was recognised by Catholic Schools New South Wales as one of the recipients of the Player of the Year Awards. Tu Tran, second in English Studies, ATAR, and College Prefect. Danny Vo, SCS Cross Country. Aidan Vu, member of the cross country and swimming teams. Philip Yako. Antonio Yusuf. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please congratulate the McKillop House?
Thank you, McKillop House. I now invite Jack Dawes, Brian Pham, and Huang Nguyen, our trio saxophonists, to perform our next music item. They'll be playing Stand By Me by Benny King, played as 2 alto saxophones and 1 baritone saxophone. If we can please make the trio welcome. Well done to those 3 fine men, and I somehow inherited, Jack, your car keys in that. I'll come back. All right, for our final three houses, our Paulding, Terry and Tullow House. The Paulding House will be presented by Miss Caroline Newen. The Terry House will be presented by Miss Anna No and Miss Maradine Pinoso. And the Tullow House will be presented by Miss Liliana Signorelli and Miss Chantel Nabaki. Thank you, Miss Newen.
It is my pleasure to commend and present the Paulding House. Yusuf Abed, 3rd in English Studies ATAR course. Karam Al-Kateb, Nathaniel Bakabas, Christian Bani, 3rd in Numeracy. Andre Banoka, Badenis Chan, Cornelius Kane, member of the Peter Mulholland A-grade Rugby League and Athletic Squad. Zachariah Kassim, Marcus Lee. Along with the Mayor's Community Spirit Award, Marcus receives a certificate of commendation from the Order of Australia Association. The college has nominated Marcus for demonstrated exemplary community service. He's also recognised as a member of the media team and 100% attendance this year, college prefect. Miles Molo, 2nd in Studies in Catholic Thought 1, member of the media team, recognised with a Southwest Connect Workplace Award. Aidan Nguyen, swimming age champion. Jimmy Nguyen, 3rd in Mathematics Extension 1 and 100% attendance this year, college prefect. Patrick Nguyen. O'Neill Pollis. Nicholas Polarotov, 2nd in English Extension 1 and 3rd in IDT. Sebastian Serafin. Leiden Shibu, 2nd in Studies of Religion 2 and Business Studies, college prefect. Cody Swee. Hayden Tran. Jaden Tu, basketball team member. Thomas Zammit, Paulding House captain, basketball and OzTag teams, and recognised with a Southwest Connect Workplace Award. Mardiano Zorro, second in modern history. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please congratulate the Polding House?
It is my pleasure to commend and present the Terry House. Luis Aguilar Garcia, second in Sport, Lifestyle and Recreation 2. Roy Anakula, second in Studies in Catholic Thought 2 unit. Cliff Noah Bumanglang, Terry House captain and member of the Basketball A and OzTag teams. Marley Chandra, Peter Mulholland, A-grade rugby league and basketball squads. Frank Emmy. Wepaha Hariwera, second in English Studies and member of the OzTag team. Andre Ibrahim. Charbel Jurgis. Michael Kalahi, Athletics and Basketball Senior B teams, College Prefect. Harlem Lennon, member of the B-grade Rugby League, Basketball A and OzTag squads. Denison Lee, 100% attendance this year. Tazaya Leota.
Alexander Lin. Josh Lye. Ryan No, swimming age champion, member of the swimming and basketball A teams, and 100% attendance this year. Jaden No, 100% attendance this year. James Nguyen, second in chemistry and third in mathematics standard 2. Liam Nguyen, second in numeracy, basketball senior B, cross country and swimming squads. Nathan Pham, 100% attendance this year. Noah Aurora, B-grade rugby league and basketball A squads. Natava Taliai, Peter Mulholland and A-grade rugby league squads. George Tarek. Tawfiq. Johnny Toe. Nat Tran. Sol Tui Letufunga, presented with a Certificate of Merit from St. Joseph's for Fitness and Peter Mulholland, A-grade Rugby League and Basketball A squads, and Most Outstanding Peter Mulholland Cup and Senior A Basketball Player. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please congratulate the Terry House?
It is my pleasure to commend and present the Tolo House. Aram Alkes Toma, 100% attendance this year. David Anwia, 3rd in hospitality. Wassam Azo. Joseph Issa. Alexander Fideli, 2nd in work studies and 3rd in English studies and mathematics standard 1. Emmanuel George, 100% attendance this year. Lucas Georges. Adrian Georges. Pedro Georges. Stephen Georges. Leonardo Carcos. Lambert Lee, 100% attendance this year.
Claudio Marcello Mora, 2nd in Italian beginners and member of the cross-country team. Kenji Nguyen, member of the chess team. Noah Nguyen, 2nd in physics and 3rd in engineering studies and mathematics advanced. Paul Nguyen, 100% attendance this year. Ethan Fan, volleyball team member. Ethan Shembry, 2nd in biology, football senior A, OzTag senior A and swimming squads, Tullow house captain. Nathaniel Simler. Sebastian Villarosa, athletics age champion, member of the B-grade Rugby League, Basketball A and Senior OzTag teams, and most improved in Senior A basketball. Dan Vung, 100% attendance this year. Derek Wong. Jonathan Yunan. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please congratulate the Tullow House?
Thank you, Tullow House. It is now my pleasure to invite Miss Candice Abood, who has been travelling with these young men since Year 10 and has been part of their journey to address the college community as your son's leader of wellbeing.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wade, Mr. Nadira, distinguished guests, parents, staff, and the graduating class of 2025. To the young men who sit before me, congratulations. Congratulations on reaching this significant milestone. I stand before you today with a full heart, one that feels honoured and deeply blessed to have walked beside you on your journey throughout high school. Today we stand at the close of one chapter and the beginning of another. This milestone is not just a celebration of your hard work, but of the countless people who have walked beside you, your parents, families, teachers, mentors, and friends. Without their encouragement, patience, and unfailing love, today would not look the same. Over the last 3 years, I have watched you grow, not just in knowledge, but into fine young men, men of integrity, resilience, and determination. It may sound cliche, but the truth is, you have taught me just as much as I have taught you. Many of you began your journey here at Pats in one of the most unusual and difficult ways imaginable. 2020, the year of our first lockdown. Just as you were finding your feet, 2021 brought about a second one. Your transition from primary school to high school was marked not by open playgrounds and new routines, but by screens, online classes, and an unfamiliar kind of isolation. Yet, you adapted. You learned to be flexible. You built resilience at an age when you were only meant to be figuring out how to tie your school tie or which room was SL4. I have no doubt that those early challenges shaped the strong, determined young men who now sit before me. By the time we met in Year 10, you had already experienced 2 year coordinators, and as a group, had earned quite a reputation. I remember when I was first told that I had been promoted to Leader of Wellbeing. I felt apprehensive about taking on such an enormous responsibility and wondered if I would be better suited to take on the incoming Year 7s rather than the notorious Year 9s that were moving into Year 10. Of course, I got the latter. But rather than seeing it as a challenge, I chose to see it as a chance. Where others saw opposition, I chose to see opportunity. I knew each of you had the potential to grow, and I could feel there was a special spark within each of you. While I won't pretend that every moment was smooth sailing, we finished Year 10 and stepped into senior school with a new sense of purpose and unity. From that point, you continued to impress, not only me, but your teachers and the wider community. Each time someone spoke positively about you and your conduct, I couldn't help but feel a surge of pride. Thank you for proving the doubters wrong and for showing us all what genuine growth looks like. The young men sitting before me no longer resemble the restless boys I first met back in 2023. Instead, I see your strength, your maturity, your character. I have watched you navigate pressures, overcome adversity, pick yourselves back up, and continue moving forward. You have demonstrated both faith and fortitude as a cohort, and I'm so incredibly proud of each of you. Thank you for showing me what true perseverance looks like. Graduation marks the end of your time here at Pats. no more uniforms, canteen lunches, heavy bags, bells, lining up, and to your delight, no more shaving or boring haircuts. But it also marks the beginning of something greater. This is the part where I'm expected to say something profound, to tell you to go out and change the world. But I'm not going to do that today. Instead, I will echo the words of St. Mother Teresa, who once said, "If you want to change the world, go home and love your family." Because changing the world doesn't start with grand gestures. It starts with doing small things with great love. It starts by becoming a good man, the man that God intended for you to be, a man of dignity, integrity, and love. And the first place you live that out is at home, with your parents and families, the very people who have sacrificed so much for you to reach this milestone. Parents and carers, as much as this day is a celebration of your son's hard work and dedication, it also belongs to you. From the very beginning, I have been fully aware that your son's well-being was our shared responsibility, and it was never one that I took lightly. It has been a privilege to guide, challenge, and support them as they've grown into respectful and diligent young men. Thank you for trusting me. Gentlemen, know this: nothing you have achieved has been without their example, their sacrifice, and their unwavering support. Every late night, every word of encouragement, every sacrifice they made has led to this moment. As you step forward into the next chapter of your lives, show them that it was all worth it, through the man that you continue to become and the way you choose to live. If you can honor them with that, then the life you lead will indeed be changed, one family, one community at a time. To my colleagues, teaching and non-teaching, your dedication has left lasting imprints on the hearts and minds of these young men, shaping them in ways they may only come to appreciate in the years ahead. As teachers, what a privilege it is to know that we've had the opportunity to plant seeds that we may never see bloom. The true measure of our work is not always found in immediate results, but often blossoms well and truly after our students have left our care, only to be seen in the honourable lives that they go on to lead. A special word of thanks to Ms. Robson, whose steady guidance through the complexities of the HSC has been invaluable, and to Mrs. Fellows and the house group team, who have accompanied you each day, encouraging you to grow into the best versions of yourselves. To Mr. Lowry in particular, thank you for being the perfect balance to my leadership. Your calm presence and ability to draw out the positive in every situation have been a constant source of strength. The past 2 years have been incredible, with you as my sidekick, and I will greatly miss working alongside you every single day. You, my friend, are a true leader, an authentic role model in both your actions and your words. Year 12, I pray that wherever you go, you will carry forward not only the knowledge, but also the values that have been instilled in you here at PATS. Each morning, as you pray the breastplate of St. Patrick, you are reminded of God's constant presence. Christ before you, Christ behind you, beside you, and Christ within you. From this prayer flows the values we hope will guide you: faith, courage, humility, compassion, and a spirit of service. If you live these out, you will bear witness to the gospel in every place that you go. I wish for you a life of happiness and purpose. Be curious, be brave, be men of strong faith and compassion. And when you fall short, and you will, remember that failure is never final. It is simply another step towards growth. Along the way, do good for others, care for the people and places you encounter, listen to those with wisdom to share, and never lose the friendships you have built here. This community has been your home. Carry it with you and know that Christ walks with you in every season of your life. Year 12, my final words are these. I hope you have learned not just to study hard, but to love yourself, to see the worth and dignity God placed within you from the very beginning. You are capable, insightful, and full of potential. I feel blessed beyond words to have known you, taught you, watched you grow, and to have been a part of your time here at PATS. May you go forward as true Patrician men, faithful, courageous, and compassionate, bearing witness to Christ in all that you do. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Bood. Gentlemen, I'd now like to invite Mr. Wade to give his principal's address to conclude our assembly today.
Father Bob, Reverend Brothers, Father Peter, our very, very special guests that are with us today as well, mums and dads, and of course our students. Today it's a day really of celebration, but it's also a bit of reflection time. I almost feel, Father Bob, that as a teacher I'm about to give what I would call a review. Some of the things that you have heard today, boys, I'm going to echo, but I hope when we do that, when we do a review in class and we look back at what we've learned and then we set ourselves up for the next piece of learning, it's trying to plug things into your long-term memory. So bear with me, if you hear some things that have been echoed by Mr. Bood and other speakers, they are to make sure that you take them on board. So, boys, it's time. We've sat in this hall many, many times, and I've spoken to you many times, but your journey is now continuing with faith, learning and a purpose. So it's also a beginning. It's an end, but it's a beginning. It's not just about leaving school. It's about stepping into the world with everything you've learned. Academically, personally, spiritually. So I want to speak to you boys, not just as students, but as young men of faith, preparing to live the gospel in the world that needs light. In Matthew's gospel, he says, "You are the light of the world. A city built on a hill cannot be hidden." This is your calling now. Through your words and actions and choices, you are meant to be light, to illuminate truth, justice and kindness in love in whatever you do next. I know many boys are going to universities and have experienced early offers already. Some are starting work. Some are exploring a gap year. And a gap year is not just your feet up. A gap year is often an opportunity to volunteer, to try another experience before you really bed into your academic life or your work life. It could be something else unfolding, but the world needs your light. So boys, you need to bring that when you go into the world. I think when I look at you, there'd be lots of mixed emotions, and same with your parents as well. Sometimes there's a fair degree of excitement and pride, I guess, but also fear, uncertainty. You're not quite sure what's really going to happen, and all of that's really natural. But remember the words that God spoke to Joshua as he prepared to lead the Israelites into the unknown. He said, "Be strong and courageous." So boys, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. For the Lord our God will be with you wherever you go. God doesn't abandon you when you're on the edge of change. He walks with us through it. So take courage. You are not stepping out alone, you're stepping forward with Christ. He is the way, the truth and the life. Boys, you've heard it today and you've said it, but the prayer of the breastplate of St. Patrick, it's taken from a longer prayer which is called the lorica. And the lorica, the biologist would know that that's like an outer shell. But the lorica in a spiritual sense is almost like putting on the cloth that protects you. And then when we say those words, we say Christ at our left, Christ at our right, Christ where you rise, Christ where we sit. And we really need to be able to take that out with us, boys. You're going to go into a secular world. You won't stop in the morning and pray that prayer. But I hope you just don't, you might pray the prayer, but I hope you live the prayer in your life. So boys, you've been blessed with the Catholic education, a formation of your mind, your body and your soul. You've been taught not only to succeed, but to serve. as Jesus reminds us, whoever wants to become great among you must be a servant. Now, the world may tell you, gentlemen, that greatness is found in wealth and status. But Christ teaches us that true greatness is found in love, humility, compassion, and sacrifice. Carry that with you. Let your faith not be just something you believe, but something that you live every day. Now, as you leave these familiar halls, hallways and classrooms, know that this community has been your foundation. You are forever part of this school's story. You are now considered part of the brotherhood as an old boy of the college. Don't forget to give your parents today and others supporting you a great big hug and an enormous thank you for all of the support that they've given you over the years. They would have started, most of you in Year 7, with a blazer that was 10 times too big. And they saw you as little people coming into the school with big eyes. Now most of you are taller than me and bigger than me and bigger than your parents, but they are still always your parents. So never ever forget to say thank you to them. It's very, very important that you never forget. Apart from your parents, your teachers, and I would say not only your teachers in Year 11 and 12, but your teachers going right back to Year 7. And boys, this is 13 years of education that you're concluding. So even your primary school teachers, and Brother Nicholas, who saw many boys today that he would have taught when he was principal here at Our Lady of the Rosary, don't forget to thank those teachers and appreciate everything they've given to you. Now, boys, do you know that 129 families today are concluding their connection with the college, which means this: their youngest son is graduating. Our longest serving family in this graduating class of 2025 is the Lynn family, and that's Alexander in Year 12. He's graduating today. Alexander, could you bring your family up with you to the stage? There's a small presentation. Thanks, Alexander. He's a bit slow, so give him a round of applause. Alex, I'll get you to come on the front here, please. And we've got Christian and Laura. You're very, very welcome, and I know you'd be very, very proud. So Alex's, just there, thank you. Alex's father graduated in the class of 1991 and has now started some work here at the college as a learning support officer. You're very welcome. His uncles, Joe, Frankie and Johnny, they attended the college in the 1960s. That makes for 65 years of connection to the Pats for the Lynn family. That's a long period of time. I call on old boy brother Dominic Jurub from the class of 75, which was my class when I was here at school, to present a token of our gratitude and appreciation to Alex, who in turn will present this to his beautiful parents. Let's give them a round of applause. Well done. Now, we've had some thank yous, and we're almost there, to obviously the classroom teachers who work with you, inspire you, cajole you, push you. We've had house group leaders who presented you today to graduate. So I thank them so much. I particularly thank our Leader of Wellbeing, Miss Abood, and Assistant Leader of Wellbeing, Mr Lowry, for their dedication and guidance of Year 12. Many of you would not know, but over the vacation coming up to the trial examinations, I know Mr Lowry was often here, but Miss Abood was here, I think, every day, giving generously of her time, supervising in preparation for those HSC trials. She even provided protection for the principal. So here we go. Miss Abood, I don't know if you remember this. We were in the paddock, which is an area where, boys, you'd know that, where you assemble. And we had year 12 in there in the last few days of the year, and everyone's a little bit excited. So things start happening. So boys, having you in the paddock was a strategy so we could contain you and try and hang on to you. I walked in there, boys, just to see how you were going. This is on your last day. And a boy straight away put a texter or a marker into my hand and presented me his jersey. I almost felt like a rock star, because when I looked up, there was a line of about 50 or 60 boys wanting my signature. I told each one of them as I signed it, that's also my signature for my bank account, so that could be worth something one day. But do you know what? Here's the protection bit, Miss Abood, and I think you'll remember this now. You can see the boys were all a bit hyped up, and I'm signing away, and then I could hear a ruckus, and I knew what was happening, but I didn't even look up, because I knew the other teachers had this. I think there were some water balloons. I think there might have been a water pistol. I think there might have been bottles of water. It was hot, but nonetheless, boys, if that's the worst you could do, I've got to say you finished really well. But here's the kicker for Miss Abood. I think she might have said something like, protect the principal. So all of a sudden, all of these big lads stood around me so I would not get wet. And in my head, it felt medieval, so I'm thinking protect the king, and I thought, hang on, I'm not the king. But nonetheless, I thought, Miss Abood, you really stepped in, and the boys just knew, and not one drop of water hit the principal, which was outstanding. But boys, I probably want to say to you, you finished the year really, really well, and kicking your heels up a little bit like that was not a bad thing. But Miss Abood, seriously, I do thank you, and I owe you a debt. So today, boys, we bless you, we celebrate you, and we send you forth not just as graduates, but listen to this, as disciples. May you continue to grow in wisdom and grace, as Jesus did. May your hearts remain open to God's voice, and may you always know that you are deeply loved. A reading that you'll often hear, sometimes at weddings and sometimes at funerals, I'll conclude with, and it's from Ecclesiastes 3, verses 1 through 8. And I'll abbreviate it. It reminds us that there is a time for everything. There is a season for everything, a time for every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to laugh, and a time to cry. And this is my addition, a time to stay and a time to leave. Year 12, it's now your time to leave. So can I congratulate Year 12? I am so proud of you. Never be strangers to this college. Always puff your chests up with pride when they say, where did you go to school? Patrician Brothers College, Fairfield. Can you join with me in congratulating Year 12?
Thank you, Mr. Wade. Ladies and gentlemen, we come now to a treasured tradition of our graduation formalities, the ceremony of light. From the dawn of human history, light has carried deep meaning. For the people of Israel, light was a sign of God's presence and protection. In Psalm 27, we hear, "The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear?" The prophet Isaiah too speaks of God's promise of justice and salvation. "I have called you in righteousness. I will take hold of your hand. I will keep you and make you a covenant for the people, a light for the nations." Jesus takes up the same image of light to teach his disciples how they are to live. He says to them, "You are the light of the world." Just as natural light allows us to see through the darkness, the light of Christ shines in our hearts and reveals the reality of God's kingdom. Our calling is to carry that light so that others may see the truth of the gospel and the love of Jesus. I now invite Miss Abood and Mr. Lowry as your son's leaders of well-being, mentors and guide, to take their light from the college candle as a symbol of the light of Christ. I invite our college captain, vice captain and house captains to join them. The student leaders now go forth as bearers of Christ's light to symbolise the work they undertook in sharing his mission as servant leaders of this Christian community and walking in his ways. I now invite the graduating class of 2025 to please stand and join together in a symbolic presentation of unity, completing the circle around the perimeter of the hall. Gentlemen, if you begin sharing the light. As this light is shared from staff to student, from student to student, may it be a symbolic reminder of the faith that has been shared in bygone times. As the light of Christ begins to surround us, may you remind us to always be witnesses of the Patrician vision to see Christ in all things. I now invite Mrs. Galeb to the stage to represent all the mothers, the fathers and guardians of the young men before us, to pray a blessing over our sons.
We invite all parents to stand and join us in praying this blessing for our sons. Loving God, teach our sons to aim high and never be content with mediocrity. Help them to set their sights on noble goals, to live with courage and integrity, to always choose what is right, to shun selfishness and to prize what is truly worthwhile. Build in them, Lord, a spirit that is strong, honest and loving. Guide each son as he faces the challenges and storms of life, and help him to conduct his life with faith, respect, integrity, service and welcome, carrying a heart that is both gentle and brave. Grant them humility and joy so that they may laugh, dream boldly of the future, and still treasure the lessons of the past. Walk with our sons, Lord, on the journey beyond school, in the good times and in the difficult times to come. May they always know your presence and never lose sight of you. And may Mary, Mother of the Word incarnate, light their way and lead them ever closer to her Son, so that in all things they may live our college motto, Maria Duce, let Mary lead. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
I now invite the staff to line the red carpet and centre aisle in recognition of your role as the hands and feet and eyes of Christ. They have shaped your sons into the Patrician men, the graduating class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, your sons will now leave to the singing of the Irish blessing. By those whom you have entrusted to their care. As this is the time for our Year 12 to leave, on their behalf, I'd like to thank so many of our teachers and support staff who assisted today. Miss Robson and Miss Scaltrido, Brother Dominic, Miss Fellows, Miss Aboud, Mr. Lowry, our Year 12 and Year 11 teams, Mr. Tester with Mr. Kaepernick, our musicians and our media team, and our support staff who assisted with morning tea. Gentlemen, may God's blessing always accompany you on this journey.
May the road rise up, my friend, to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face today, and the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. May God hold you in the hollow of his hand. May the road rise up, my friend, to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face today, and the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. May God hold you in the hollow of his hand. May the road rise up, my friend, to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face today, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. May God hold you in the hollow of his hand. May the road rise up, my friend, to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face today, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. May God hold you in the hollow of his hand. May the road rise up, my friend, to meet you. The wind always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face today, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. May God hold you in the hollow of his hand. May the road rise up, my friend, to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face today.
The rain fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. Thank you to all for being here today as we celebrate this milestone. Now that our graduates have processed out of the hall, we look at these empty seats as a symbol of their legacy. We thank you for your trust and partnership, and we look forward to continuing our celebration outside in Daniel's Place.